Hello and welcome. We are on example number 5 on deflection of beam. All right, so we are looking at cantilevers under double integration method. So the question we have on the board is a cantilever 2 meters long, is of rectangular section, 10 millimeter wide and 20 millimeter deep. It carries a uniformly distributed load of 2 kilonewton per unit meter length for a length of what 1.25 meters. Now from the fixed end, a point load also of 0.8 kilonewton at the free end. Now we are asked to find the deflection at what? At the free end. Now to find the deflection at the free end, we are given E to be equals to 10 giganewton per watt per meter square. All right, so basically to find the deflection at the free end, what we need is what is to get the deflection due to this uniformly distributed load and the deflection due to what? This point load. So when we get this deflection, the deflection to be due to the uniformly distributed load, we'll now sum it with the deflection due to what? This point load. So the summation will give us what? The total deflection, the total maximum deflection for what? For this beam. So we are going to be bringing out our data. That will be the first thing. So we have solution. So we say data's given. Data's given. Now we have a length of 2 meters. A length of 2 meters. So length is equal to what? 2 meter. What do we have next? We have a breadth of what? 100 millimeter. So B is equal to 100 millimeter. If we convert it to meter, what do we have? This is equal to what? 0.1 meters. Now our depth is equal to what? Our depth is 200 millimeter. So this will be equal to 200 millimeter divided by what? By 1000. This is equal to what? 0.2 meter. So what else do we have? We have by 1.2 meters. Okay, we were told that the uniformly distributed load carries a span of what? Of 1.2 meters. All right, so we don't need this for now. We don't need this for now. This also, we don't need it for now. So we can solve for our moment of inertia for this section. Don't forget, we were told that this section is a rectangular section, and our moment of inertia for a rectangular section, I is equal to BD cube all over what? All over 12. So if we substitute, we can get our moment of inertia. So our moment of inertia I will be equal to, our B is what? Our B is 0.1. So we have 0.1 multiplied by 0.2 all to the power of 3 all over 12. This implies that I will be equal to what? This will be equal to 66.66 times 10 to the power of minus 6. This is a meter to the power of what? Of 4. That's our value for moment of inertia. Now, like I said earlier, we want to calculate the deflection at the free end. Now, this deflection at the free end will be due to what? The uniformly distributed load. It will also be due to what? The point load. And these are two cases we have treated in our previous video. When we treated a cantilever with a point load at the free end, we got what? WL to the power of 3 all over what? All over 3 EI in our previous video. This should be the first case, if not the second case. So you can go back to our previous video and check that video for yourself. The derivation is very, very simple and it was broken down. Okay. Now we also looked at what? A cantilever with a uniformly distributed load from the fixed end to a point C on the beam. And when we did that, we got what? WA to the power of 4 all over what? All over 8 EI plus WA to the power of 3 all over 6 EI into L minus A. So now we are going to be summing the deflection cost due to this uniformly distributed load and the deflection cost due to this point load. So when we sum them together, we will get what? The maximum deflection at B. All right, so let's do that. So we have deflection cost due to, so we can say YB is equal to what? Deflection due to UDL, that is our uniformly distributed load, plus deflection due to our point load. This is our point load W. This is our UDL in what? W per Newton meter. All right, so now let's substitute. All right, so we have YB to be equals to what? YB will be equals to WA to the power of 4 all over what? All over ATI plus WA to the power of 3 all over 6CI plus what? Into L minus A. This is into L minus what? Minus A. Now this is for what? Deflection due to what? UDL. So now it's going to be plus deflection due to what? Point 2. This is WL to the power of 3 all over 8 EI. We have plus WL to the power of 3 all over 8 EI. All right. So this is what we have. Okay. So we can just bracket this. Yes. So here we are going to be what? Factoring out WA to the power of 3 all over EI. So our YB will be equals to, if we factor out WA to the power of 3 all over EI, what do we have? We are going to be having A to the power A. Here will be A all over what? All over 8 plus, this is A, not 9. This is A. A all over what? All over 8 plus what? What will be left here? This will be nothing but L minus A all over what? All over 6. Do this plus what? Plus what? W L to the power of 3 all over what? All over 8 EI. All right. Now, from what we have here and what we have here, we can factor out 1 all over EI. All right. From here, we'll factor out 1 over EI. From here, we'll factor out 1 over EI. This implies that YB will be equals to 1 all over EI into the bracket of what? This will be into the bracket of W A to the power of 3, open bracket, A all over 8 plus L minus A, close bracket, all over 6, close the bracket, plus what will be left here? This will be nothing but what? WL to the power of 3 all over 8. We have WL to the power of 3 all over what? All over 8. All right. All right. So close your bracket. Don't forget to close your bracket. Now we can therefore substitute our values from this point. Okay. If we substitute our values, then we'll find the maximum deflection. So let's do that. So let's substitute our values. Okay. So YB will be equals to 1 all over what? What is our value for E? Our E is what? 10 giganewton per meter square. So we have 10 times 10 to the power of 9 multiplied by what? Our value for I. I is nothing but what? 66.66 times 10 to the power of minus 6. We have 66.66 times 10 to the power of minus 6. So this is for what? This is for EI. Now we have what? The bracket of WA to the power of 3. All right. So we have the bracket of WA. What is our WA? This will be 0.8 kilonewton. Then we also have our value for what? All right. Now I have substituted all our values. Okay. Now this is what? WA to the power of 3. Now this W, don't forget, is the uniformly distributed load, which is what? 2 kilonewton. All right. This is okay. No, this is where we are starting from. So we have 1 over EI. This is 1 over what? EI. E is what? 10 times 10 to the power of 9. This is the value for I. All right. So we have WA to the power of 3. Now this W is nothing but what? Our uniformly distributed load multiplied by 10 to the power of 3, because it is what? It is in kilonewton, multiplied by what? Our A, which is what? 1.25 all to the power of 3 into the bracket of what? A, which is 1.25 all over 8 plus L minus A. L minus A is nothing but what? 0.75. This is what we have, plus our what? Our W, which is our full load, 0.8 multiplied by 10 to the power of 3, because it's in kilonewton, multiplied by what? L, which is 2 all to the power of 3 all over what? All over 8. So we have all over 8 here. It's everything all over 8. Now that's that for that. So now we are going to be solving this. All right, we are going to be solving this. So 1 all over 10 times 10 to the power of 9 multiplied by what? 6.66 times 10 to the power of minus 6 will give us what? 1 all over 666.6 times 10 to the power of 3. So YB will be equals to 1 all over what? 666.6 times 10 to the power of what? To the power of 3. So this is just for this. All right, when you multiply this by this, you will get this. Now secondly, 2 times 10 to the power of 3 multiplied by what? 1.25 to the power of 3 into this bracket. What are you going to get? You are going to get nothing but what? 1098.63. 1098.63, just for what we have here. Okay, just solve this bracket and multiply it with what is outside here. You are going to get 1098.63. so we have 1098.63, 1098.63. Now 0.8 times 10 to the power of 3 times 2 to the power of 3 all over 8 will give us what? 2133.33. so we have 2133.33. so this is what we have. Now this is very easy. Just press this in your calculator. You realize that the value for YB will be 4.848 times 10 to the power of minus 3 meters. And don't forget that our deflection is in millimeter, so we're multiplying times 10 to the power of what? Of 3. So this is what we have. YB to be equals to 4.848. this is 4.848 times 10 to the power of what? Minus 3 meter. This is what we have. Now to convert meter to millimeter, we just multiply by 10 to the power of 3. So this 10 to the power of minus 3 we neutralize 10 to the power of 3. We'll be left with what? 4.848 millimeters. So our YB will be equal to 4.848 millimeters. So this is our value for what? For YB, after what? Adding what? The deflection due to uniform distributed load and the deflection due to what? A point load. So thank you for watching. We'll be coming back for the next video, which is example number 6. All right, so all these examples have been solved. We have a material for all of them where we simplify them to what? To the barest minimum for you all. So if you need any of our material, you can reach out to us via our WhatsApp group, which we have the link on our description. So if you reach out to us, you can get your own material where you can study. They have been simplified and are very easy to understand. All right, so be sure to like, share and subscribe. I will see you on example number 5. Thanks for watching.